Well, good morning, everyone. North Carolina is about to feel this year's first blast of winter weather. The state's getting ready, and now is the time for you to get ready too. The entire state is under either a winter storm advisory or warning through tomorrow morning. This winter storm will affect most parts of North Carolina. Effects could be minor in many places, but will be more significant in other places. We expect the heaviest snows after sunset. Northeastern North Carolina might get the greatest impact, where 3 to 6 inches of snow are possible in the forecast. For the Piedmont Triad and the Triangle area, 1 to 3 inches, 1 to 2 inches in the Charlotte area, and 1 to 3 inches in the western mountains of North Carolina. We can expect whiteout conditions on the coast due to heavy snows and gusty winds. Now, don't let the temperature right now fool you. It's still winter in North Carolina, and it's going to get colder tonight. Snowy roads can still be deadly if you're not careful. Although this is a fluid number, statewide right now we have 29 school districts closed and 55 of them on early release. Please pay close attention to your local forecast and be alert to changing weather conditions over the next 24 hours. Our Department of Transportation crews have been preparing since earlier this week. The State Highway Patrol troopers are ready. They're out on the roads to assist motorists and keep the traffic moving. And you can help them by staying off the road when conditions deteriorate. Our State Emergency Operations Center will activate here at 1 o'clock this afternoon to be ready to respond to any needs from local governments that they might have. Significant icing is not expected, and that's good news because that means that the roads will be easier to treat and clear, and there shouldn't be any major issues with power outages, although gusty winds tonight and tomorrow could cause some outages. And if your power does go out, remember to never use a generator or grill in your home or garage because the consequences could be deadly. Everyone is encouraged to make a plan for your family, including your pets. There's some things that you can do to make sure your family is ready for the unexpected with this winter weather storm. Keep food and batteries on hand and keep an emergency kit in your car. And for more information on how to prepare for winter storms, I would suggest you go to readync.org, or for the latest road conditions, you can go to drivenc.gov. We have experts here who are ready to answer any questions that you might have. I have our Secretary of the Department of Public Safety, Eric Hooks, on stage. Our Emergency Management Director, Mike Sprayberry. Commander Glenn McNeil, the Colonel of the North Carolina Highway Patrol, is here. Our Chief Engineer from the Department of Transportation, Tim Little, is here. Major General Todd Hunt of the North Carolina National Guard is here. He has just taken his new position in command of the National Guard. Katie Webster is our meteorologist from Emergency Management, and she is here to answer questions. And Lee Williamson is our language interpreter. I first want to hear a few words from Director Sprayberry. Mike?
Thank you, Governor, and good morning, everyone. As a winter storm begins to move into the state of North Carolina, we're decisively engaged with our state emergency response team partners to prepare for any required response operations. As the Governor said, the State Emergency Operations Center will be activated today at 1 p.m. We'll have agencies like the Department of Transportation, the National Guard, DMV License and Theft, the Highway Patrol, and others who can assist us with keeping our roads safe and clear. Our utility partners are poised to surge into impacted areas for power restoration operations if needed. We've been in contact with our county partners to ensure that we have good situational awareness of their needs and that we're well prepared to provide the full spectrum of disaster response capability in all impact areas. Again, we urge everyone to please stay off the roads during this event And as always, follow the instructions of your local officials and stay tuned to your local media for situational awareness. Thank you for your support of the North Carolina State Emergency Response Team. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mike. We'll now hear from Tim Little, Chief Engineer of our Department of Transportation. Tim?
Thank you, Governor. Yesterday, NCDOT started anti-icing operations across many counties across the state. Currently, as of 7 a.m., 403 trucks and 955 employees have put out about 305,000 gallons of salt brine as an anti-icing agent. We have nearly 3,000 employees and 2,400 trucks with plows and spreaders, and over 135,000 tons of salt on hand ready to clear snow from roadways following the storm. And also, as just to add on to what the governor said, encourage everyone to stay off the roads during this time, and also be cautious driving tomorrow. So when you see that yellow dump truck that's pushing snow, or that yellow motor grader, or some of our contract partners, please give them plenty of room as they perform their operations. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. And now some safety tips from Colonel Glenn McNeil, the commander of the North Carolina Highway Patrol.
Thank you, Governor. Good morning. First, I would say please heed all of the safety warnings that are being provided here today. In participation with our state and local partners, the State Highway Patrol stands ready to assist when needed. Troopers have been positioned to mobilize upon a moment's notice in the areas as we expect heavy snowfall accumulation to occur. I encourage everyone to monitor local weather forecasts as driving conditions in our areas are expected to diminish overnight. Motorists are encouraged to avoid traveling if at all possible. Motorists should also clear snow and ice from their vehicles prior to departing their locations to prevent flying debris. Make sure that your cell phones are fully charged in the event they are needed during an emergency. Also, if you are involved in a collision, please remove your vehicle from the roadway if the collision is minor in nature. This will prevent secondary collisions from occurring, which can often have more serious injuries. Right now, it's beautiful outside, so please don't let your guard down because it's going to change come nightfall. Please do not become complacent. Black ice is expected on the roadways in the morning, and it will create treacherous driving conditions. Motorists wishing to obtain updated roadway conditions can visit our drivenc.gov for those updates. Please do not call 911 or Star HP for this purpose. These lines of communication must be left open for emergency situations. Thank you.
Okay, we'll take any questions that you may have.
So is the northeastern part of the state the part of the state that you're most concerned at this point about the most widespread impacts, or where are you all kind of focusing your resources to be ready to respond in different areas of the state?
This is a statewide event, so we're keeping our resources deployed across the state to make sure that they can respond anywhere, because every part of our state is either under a winter weather advisory or a winter weather warning. However, we do expect the northeastern part of North Carolina to see the most snow right now. So I think as the day goes on and the weather forecast becomes clearer and clearer, then the State Highway Patrol and the Department of Transportation would be ready to move resources. We also have some guardsmen activated in the event that we need help from the National Guard, and they can be deployed to any area that is in particular need. Other questions? All right, thank you very much, guys.